Hello guys, how are you? You're welcome to this video. So let me be your host. So in this video, I will just be talking about the status of your contract of marriage. Like what status does the law give to your marriage? One of the reasons why I'm making this video is because in recent time, I have seen a lot of people who don't even understand the status of their marriage. Like they know they are married, but they don't even know the kind of marriage, especially with this, immigration, relocation abroad, and traveling, everything. I've seen people they intended to contract a statutory marriage and actually thought they did, but they ended up with what is just best called church blessing. Let me just talk about this to at least educate one or two people. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. There are two types of marriage under the Nigerian law, and they are the statutory marriage and the customary marriage. The Islamic marriage is considered as a form of customary marriage, right? Statutory marriage, on the other hand, is also the same as marriage under the act. Okay, I would say it's a form of marriage that came to us through colonization. You get, because it's a form of marriage celebrated and contracted in the way of the Western world. Okay, and that's why you see a lot of Africans, after contracting the statutory marriage, they still go for the traditional wedding, they go for church blessing, they just do a lot. Like, we must be married at all levels anyhow. You get. Anyways, the truth is Nigerian law recognizes all of these forms of marriage. They are valid and recognized under the law. Customary marriage is contracted based on the native laws, the tradition and custom of the people. For the statutory marriage, the procedure for contracting the statutory marriage is provided for under the Marriage Act and the Matrimonial Causes Act. The statutory marriage is usually conducted in a marriage registry, usually in our local governments around, and then it can also be conducted in a licensed place of worship. Now, this brings us to the main issue. Celebrating your wedding in a church or in a mosque does not necessarily make you married under the act. There is what is called a licensed place of worship. For your church wedding to suffice as a statutory marriage, it must have been conducted by a church that is licensed to conduct such kind of marriage. Otherwise, you just add a church blessing, a church ceremony, and nothing more. And the license given to the headquarters of your church is not going to work for all the branches. Every single branch must be licensed. I'll repeat that. The license of the headquarters of your church is not going to work for your own branch. Every branch of your church needs to be licensed. The reason I'm emphasizing this is because a lot of people assume that once the headquarters is licensed, then the branches are okay, they are good to go. Like your home branch, your home parish has to be licensed, individual license. For customary marriage, I have said that customary marriage is a recognized form of marriage in Nigeria. And one of the major challenges of contracting customary marriage is the fact that customary marriages are not registered and there are no certificates issued. So it makes it difficult sometimes to prove, unlike statutory marriage, where after celebrating your wedding, you are issued a marriage certificate to prove that, yes, you are married statutorily. In customary marriage, there is no certificate, there is no registration, there is nothing. So this makes it difficult to prove, where you have to show proof that you are indeed married. Now, when couples who contracted this customary marriage choose to travel out, like they are relocating to another country, they are going to be faced with that challenge of proving that they're actually married, because you are not just going to say you are married, you have to show proof. Now, this may not be a problem with some countries that are familiar with civil partnership. This is because in countries where civil partnership is recognized, you don't even necessarily need to be married. You can just be cohabiting partners. As long as you are able to prove your cohabitation over a period of time, you'll be okay. And in proving this cohabitation, you just need things to show that you have been taking responsibilities together, like you have been paying bills, you have probably acquired some properties together in your both names, and things like that, and you will be okay. But if you plan on immigrating to a country that does not recognize civil partnership, you are going to have the challenge of proving that you are actually married, even though in Nigeria you are legally married, as in under customary marriage, and it's recognized by Nigerian law. In the end, it's going to affect that family and their immigration process. They may have to go back to contract their marriage again, like all over under the act, to make a statutory marriage, or have to immigrate as individuals that are not married. Another challenge that you can have, even with countries that recognize civil partnership, is your visa officer. Some of these immigration officers, they know countries that are into civil partnership. And once they know that civil partnership is not even recognized in Nigeria, they may begin to, they start doubting your customary marriage that you are trying to prove. Because customary marriage is not civil partnership still. The thing is just that the facts that you need to prove a civil partnership is almost the same that you need to prove customary marriage. So that'll be all for now. I hope you have been able to get some clarifications. But if you have any further question, don't hesitate to ask your questions in the comment section, and I promise to answer all of them. Thank you. See you.